Have you ever wondered how the world's longest written constitution was formed? It's a fascinating tale of resolve, unity, and foresight. Let's dive into the birth of the Indian Constitution, a beacon of democracy in the world. The journey begins in the first half of the 20th century. India, then under British rule, was experiencing a surge of nationalist sentiments. This period saw the rise of numerous freedom fighters who envisioned a free, democratic, and united India. As the winds of change began to blow, it became apparent that India needed a guiding document, a constitution that would encapsulate the ideals and aspirations of its diverse population. It was in this backdrop that the Constituent Assembly, a body of elected representatives, was formed. The responsibility of drafting the Indian Constitution was entrusted to this assembly. The Constituent Assembly was a microcosm of India itself, representing the country's diverse cultural, social, and political panorama. The first meeting of this august assembly took place in December 1946. The air was charged with anticipation and responsibility. These were men and women who had the daunting task of drafting a constitution for a nation that was yet to secure its independence. They were not just creating a rulebook, they were laying the foundation for the world's largest democracy. The birth of a constitution, just like any birth, was not an easy process. It was a painstaking journey that required immense planning, deliberation, and above all, a collective vision. The responsibility of translating this vision into a written document fell upon the shoulders of the drafting committee, a group of 7 members chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a man of great intellect and foresight. The drafting committee was tasked with the colossal task of preparing a draft constitution for India. This was no mean feat, considering that they had to cater to the needs and aspirations of a diverse and multifaceted society. The process was long and arduous, with multiple drafts, debates, and discussions. Each clause, each line, each word was scrutinized, debated upon, and then included or discarded. But what made this process truly remarkable was its inclusivity. The drafting committee comprised representatives from various sections of society. They brought with them their unique perspectives, their aspirations, and their concerns. This was not a constitution drafted by a select few, but a document that was representative of the collective wisdom of a diverse nation. The constitution was to be the foundation on which a new India would be built. It was to be the guiding light that would lead the country towards a future of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. And so, each word was chosen with care, each clause crafted with precision. The Constitution was not just a legal document, it was a reflection of the hopes and aspirations of millions. It was a testament to the struggles and sacrifices of a nation that had just won its freedom. It was a commitment to uphold the principles of democracy, secularism, and social justice. And so, after 2 years, 11 months and 17 days of relentless work, the draft was ready. It was a document that was, in the words of Dr. Ambedkar, a constitution we have prepared in the spirit of giving ourselves a democratic form of government. The constitution was not just a document, it was a symbol of India's diversity and unity. After years of hard work and countless drafts, the moment of truth had arrived. The date was November 26, 1949. The Constitution of India, a document that had been meticulously crafted and debated over for nearly 3 years, was finally ready for adoption. This was not just another day in the annals of history. It was a milestone of monumental significance for a nation that had recently won its freedom from centuries of colonial rule. The Constituent Assembly, a body of learned individuals from diverse backgrounds, was about to give the people of India the ultimate gift of self-governance, a constitution of their own. The atmosphere was electric, a sense of achievement permeated the hall. Each member of the Constituent Assembly understood the gravity of the moment. They were not just lawmakers, they were architects of a nation's future. With the adoption of the Constitution, they were about to breathe life into the ideals of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. The Constitution was not just a document, it was a promise of a democratic republic where every citizen was equal, where every voice mattered. It was the embodiment of the aspirations and hopes of millions of Indians. The adoption process was marked by a sense of solemnity and reverence. Each article was read out loud, each provision deliberated upon. And finally, after 2 days of intense discussion, the Constitution was adopted. But the journey did not end there. The Constitution, though adopted, was yet to be implemented. The date chosen for this was January 26, 1950, a date that held historical significance, as it was on this day in 1930 that the Indian National Congress had declared Purna Swaraj, or complete independence. And so, on the 26th of January 1950, India officially became a sovereign democratic republic. This day is now celebrated with great fervor and patriotism as Republic Day, a reminder of the journey India undertook to become a self-governing entity. Thus, the Constitution, the soul of India, was born. The Constitution, alive and breathing, continues to guide India on its journey. A constitution isn't a relic to be admired from afar, but a living document that evolves with the times and the needs of the people. This couldn't be more true for the Indian Constitution. With the changing socio-political landscape, numerous amendments have been made to the Constitution since its adoption in 1950. These amendments, more than 100 in number, reflect the Constitution's ability to adapt and grow. They have addressed a range of issues, from the abolition of untouchability and the protection of linguistic minorities to the establishment of the goods and services tax. Each amendment symbolizes India's commitment to uphold the values of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. But the Constitution is more than a document of laws and amendments. It's the backbone of India's democracy, the guardian of its citizens' rights, and the promoter of its unity in diversity. It provides the framework for India's governance, defining the powers of the central and state governments and the rights and duties of its citizens. The Constitution ensures that no individual or group, no matter how powerful, can trample on the rights of the citizens. It safeguards the principles of justice, ensuring that every citizen, irrespective of their caste, creed, or economic status, has access to legal recourse. It promotes equality, advocating that all citizens, regardless of their gender, religion, or social status, are treated equally in the eyes of the law. Moreover, the Constitution fosters a spirit of unity amidst diversity. It recognizes India's multilingual, multicultural fabric, protecting the rights of linguistic and religious minorities and promoting harmony among its diverse communities. The Indian Constitution, while rooted in its historical context, is geared towards the future. Its enduring relevance is a testament to the vision of its framers and the resilience of the Indian people. As India navigates the complexities of the 21st century, the Constitution continues to serve as its compass, guiding it towards a future that upholds the ideals of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. The Indian Constitution, a living document, continues to shape the world's largest democracy. So what can we learn from the journey of the Indian Constitution? Well, for starters, we've seen that the Indian Constitution is not just an ordinary document. It's a testament to the nation's struggle for independence, a chronicle of its aspirations, and a blueprint for its future. It was born out of the relentless efforts of visionaries who worked tirelessly to give shape to the dreams of millions. The Constitution is a symbol of India's unity in diversity. It encapsulates the spirit of unity in diversity by accommodating the aspirations of various cultural, linguistic, and religious communities. It's a striking illustration of how a country with such diverse cultures, religions, and languages can unite under a single constitution, a single identity, that of being Indian. The crafting of the Constitution was no easy task. It was a laborious process involving extensive debates and discussions. It's a testament to the democratic spirit of the nation, where every voice was heard, every opinion mattered. The constitution makers took inspiration from various other constitutions, yet they ensured that it remained uniquely Indian. The adoption of the constitution marked a significant milestone in India's journey. It was the dawn of a new era, an era of democracy, equality, and justice. It laid the foundation for a modern, progressive India, setting forth the guidelines that continue to guide the nation. The Constitution today continues to play a pivotal role in shaping the nation. It's not just about rules and regulations. It's about the values we cherish, the freedoms we enjoy, and the rights we are entitled to. It's a living, breathing document that evolves with the times, reflecting the changing aspirations of the people. Understanding and protecting the Constitution is not just a responsibility, it's a privilege. It's about embracing the diversity, upholding the democratic values, and contributing to the nation's progress. It's about ensuring that the spirit of the Constitution continues to guide us, now and always. The Indian Constitution is not just a document, it's the heartbeat of a nation.